everybody. So in today's lecture, we are going to be going over a writing project, and this one is about researching and presenting a complex problem. So up to this point in class, we have talked about how it is important to enter conversations when we are being academic readers, writers, and thinkers. So remember that a conversation is not actually a conversation between like a couple of people. Instead, what we're thinking of when we say that conversation with a capital C is kind of what everybody is saying about a topic, right? So if you take anything that you can think of, any kind of issue that's going on currently, or even issues that have been going on in the past, um, everybody and their friends and moms and whoever else has something to say and an opinion on that thing. And part of entering those conversations includes kind of being aware of and summarizing what some other people have had to say before you put in your own opinion. And so for this writing project, you're going to summarize a conversation. And in doing that, you're going to research and present the causes of a complex problem. So for this essay, you can choose to discuss whichever problem you would like. If you are in 5B and you have already taken 1A, which is kind of where this essay generally fits into my syllabus and my plans, then you're welcome to pick up the problem that you were discussing in your research paper at the end of 5A. And that's one option that you can do. You don't have to, though. So this can be any problem of your choice. It just has to be something that's ongoing, right? Something that is still happening. And what you're going to do is present some research that tells us a little bit about like what other people think is causing this problem. So what are some different factors that are leading up to this thing? And then you're going to also be telling us what you think is causing the problem. So maybe you agree with what some others are saying, or maybe you agree with some people, but you disagree with others. So it'll be an interesting paper where you can present kind of other people's thoughts on what's causing it as well as your own. So what are you writing? You're going to be writing an expository text, and in that, you're going to explain the various factors that contribute to an ongoing problem happening anywhere in the world. Basic requirements are listed right below, and you're going to be required to have a 4-page rough draft, and then a significantly revised 4 to 6 page final draft. If you've taken a class with me before, you know that your rough draft, you get an A for effort. So as long as you turn that in and it is 4 pages long, you automatically get your full credit for that draft. And then I will give you some feedback. So I'll give you written comments on Canvas as well as some feedback in class if we're meeting in person. And then after that, you have to have significantly revised that draft, and then you turn in the 4 to 6 page final draft, and that is when I use a rubric to grade your essay. And you can look at the rubric ahead of time on Canvas. Another part of your basic requirements, you do need to use 3 sources in this essay. 2 of those have to be academic sources, and 1 can be a popular source. So remember, academic sources are things like journal articles, published books, that kind of thing. And then popular sources are things like websites and whatnot. But remember that you probably shouldn't be citing something like, say, a blog or something like that. So for your popular sources, we still want to go with more credible options, like maybe a .gov website or a .edu website or something like that. Due dates are listed in your schedule of classes, so make sure that you check out the schedule of classes. That's at the very end of our syllabus, and you can see when everything for this essay is due. Things that you're going to demonstrate are all of these here. We've got research skills, writing skills, reading skills, and critical thinking skills. And then I have a list of links to helpful resources for you. So remember that tutoring is required for our class. You are required to go to 5 different tutoring sessions throughout the whole semester. You should look at the schedule of classes to see when each tutoring reflection is due. Remember that each time you go to tutoring, you should document that. So just write down the day and time that you went, who you spoke with, and what you guys worked on. And then that's what you turn in basically for the tutoring reflection. But if you're concerned about that assignment or curious about it, it will be posted on Canvas. Not sure if it is by the time you are seeing this lecture, but it will be about a week in advance of when it's due. But again, pay attention to those due dates on the schedule of classes so that you can plan ahead for that tutoring. If you need help with research, you can follow this link for a whole bunch of different helpful research topics. If you need help with summarizing a conversation, all of these things will be helpful for you. If you need help with writing fully developed paragraphs, all of these will help you out. And then help with evidence is available here. All right, any questions? As always, please let me know. Fastest way to get a hold of me is to text me on the Remind app.